Hi, it's Monday, October the 6th, and very sunny today. At the moment, anyways. It's also very cold. Um, we haven't had snow yet, or although there was a little corn snow yesterday, day before. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold enough that you could get something. Anyways, I haven't made a video in a very long time, and I apologize for that. I've been very busy, and I've been very tired as well. I kind of went through a medication change because I don't sleep very well. So I was trying it on, and uh, anyways, it contributed to me falling 3 times in 2 weeks, which is highly unusual for me. I will lose my balance sometimes, but these episodes were simply my legs would just go out from underneath me, and I had no idea that I was falling. It happened so fast. 1 minute I was up, and the next minute I was down. The last time I fell, I really went straight down like a bag of rocks, and I really went right onto my tailbone. So that has kind of slowed me down for about a month now. It's called an end point trauma, and I also have some pulled muscles in my trunk. So I'm wearing a back brace, highly uncomfortable. However, it does tend to keep things in order while it's healing. I can't even do any exercise to speak of, except a few very gentle exercises that I have from my physiotherapist. I can do a little walking. I got out my Nordic poles the other day, and I did some walking with them. However, because of that motion, or the upper body motion, the swinging of the arms, I really felt it in my trunk, in my sides, and I was pretty sore for a couple of days. So I thought, well, maybe I'll give that a break for a while. It'd be nice to go out on a day like today, although it is rather windy. But it's, you could work up a sweat, no problem. But I have to be careful, and I've been told that I really have about 8 months to fully recover from this. So I do not want it to be any longer than that. So, needless to say, I dropped that medication that I was taking. Um, Nothing wrong with the medication. It's commonly used for sleep difficulties. However, in conjunction with the other medications I take, um, I believe, and I talked to the pharmacist, it was a good idea to just not take it anymore, so I'm not. So that was my big epic fall a month ago. So I've been slow moving, and I actually had to rent I got on loan an indoor walker, which you can see behind me, which is more of sometimes it's more of a pain than it's actually worth, but sometimes I do need it to keep my balance and to keep balanced in the sense that both my hands are reaching forward at the same time, as opposed to a cane, which, you can tend to sort of rock and roll with a cane. So anyways, I'm using that sometimes. Right now it's just parked in the corner. Yeah, so that happened to me. I I will be going for my 67th Tysabri infusion on the 16th of October. So I've had 65 and 66, and I don't know if I've talked to you in between then. but they have both gone very well. I did get the JCV antibodies blood test done at my last infusion. I haven't gotten the results of that yet, but I'm assuming that I'm still negative. However, you never know. You can become positive at any time. And now that they have that new way of grading your positivity or your negativity, it was rather interesting to find out from my neurologist that I am graded at 0.23 negative. So he says that's quite low, and that's good. But you can become positive at any time. You just don't know. It's like a flu that's in the air. Somebody sneezes and you get a virus. So I always hope for the best. We'll just see as time goes on. Currently, I am going to stay on Tysabri, even though Tecfidera had been mentioned a while ago, and I think I mentioned that to you. There's no point in me going off for a period of time and risking a relapse and to go on Tecfidera. I may change my mind at some point, but in the meantime, I'm just staying on Tysabri because for the most part, it works for me. It's been since 2009, and besides a couple of mild relapse type episodes, it's been good. Now, the one thing I did not talk to you about was my MRI results from 2013. Now, the only thing that they did show, or it did show, is that I have one new lesion, which again, since 2009 to today, which is 2014, one new lesion is not bad. However, it is on my brainstem, which has its own series of questions. Since the brainstem has a direct correlation to your visual abilities or disability or inability or difficulties, it begs the question, is that why my nystagmus has worsened? Which it has. But nobody knows. That's the thing. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell you. It's just not, they just don't know enough about it. So I'm working with my nystagmus, using medication, also relaxing more, mainly originally because of my back injury, but I have found it to be very good for me to have time during the day to relax, to get horizontal. I have to have heat on my pelvis to help me with the pain in my back. Because the tendons or ligaments that run between the thighs and the pelvis, from the pain and the injury, they tend to shorten up and cramp up. So you end up being tipped forward when you're walking, which is not good at all. So you want to keep them warm and lengthened, and so that's why I'm applying heat. So I do have a new pair of glasses with a new prescription. So I needed more distance. Now, I haven't had a new prescription besides the prisms, which I have had and I still have in these, but I haven't had a new distance prescription in years and years. So that was good. It gave me an excuse to buy a new pair of glasses. So that's where that stands. I will be getting an MRI at the end of this month, hopefully, or at the beginning of November. And yeah, I think things are going along just fine. Just dealing with the back injury. I would say that is my biggest issue right now over anything else. So it's going to take time, and I have to be patient. I did talk to my neurologist about the anti-lingo study, where it is at, and I have mentioned that before. It is the study to in the first year they finished the first year of the study, and that was the safety portion. Now that they know that it is safe, they are now in this year, they are going to be looking towards the end of the year, like a year from now, at if its efficacy, if it can indeed repair the myelin. If it can, that would be awesome. If it can't, then I'm sure they'll go back to the drawing board and come up with a different way or a different thing. But I think that's really exciting. So there's always lots of things going on in research all the time, and it's not everything is helping me at this moment in time, except my Tysabri and my Fampyra, which is still working well for me. Even though I'm having trouble walking because of my back injury, I can only imagine how much more trouble I would be having if I didn't have the Fampyra, because that really does help me. So I'm going to let it go at that. I will try and do video a lot sooner than the 2 months or more that I haven't done a video. So I will keep you posted on everything, and keep you posted, let you know what the results of my most recent JCV antibodies blood test is. So take care, everyone. I hope you are all doing well, and thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye now.